Let me guess, you've heard Austin market is crashing, prices are finally taking, and smart buyers are just sitting on the sidelines waiting for the perfect time, right? Well, what if I told you that most of that is completely wrong, and believing it could cost you tens of thousands of dollars in just the next 12 months alone?
What you talking about, Willis?
Today, I'm breaking down the 7 biggest myths people still believe about the Austin real estate market in 2025, and by the end, you'll know exactly what's real, what's hype, and how to move with confidence. And trust me, number 7 is the one that's keeping the average buyer completely stuck. So stick around to the end because I'm gonna show you the most dangerous myth that's keeping people from building wealth in Austin right now. And hey, if you're thinking about moving to Austin, I've got a free Austin relocation guide that breaks down the best neighborhoods, commute times, and hidden costs locals wish they knew sooner. You can grab it in the link below. I get messages every week from people saying it made their move way easier. All right, let's bust some myths. Myth number 1, the Austin market is crashing.
Liar!
Let's start with the one I hear constantly. Austin market's crashing. Now, if you only read headlines, you'd think that was true, but here's the data. Prices are actually up about 1.8% year over year. Median price sits about $444,000 and inventory rose from 4.9 to 5.9 months. That's a balanced market, not a collapsing market. A real crash means homes flood the market, prices fall 20 to 30%, and sellers panic. That's not happening here. What we're seeing is just a normal market correction after 2 years of record-breaking appreciation. Think of it like Austin's real estate market finally taking a breath after running a marathon in July in 108-degree heat for 4 months straight. So no, the market isn't crashing. It's cooling back to normal speed. And smart buyers know that's when real opportunities show up. Myth number 2, renting is cheaper than buying. This one gets people fired up because they say because of interest rates, it's cheaper to rent. Well, surface level, kind of. Let's say you rent a 3-bedroom home for $2,500 a month. But if you bought the same property, your monthly payment would be about $2,700 a month. Sure, you save $200 a month by renting, but when you factor in debt pay down, the mortgage, and the property appreciation, you're losing out on a lot of wealth building potential. So, renting can be cheaper in the short term, but long term, it's like running on a treadmill. You're working hard, but not actually getting anywhere. For example, I had a couple last year who they rented a home for 2 years while they were waiting for the crash. And by the time they bought, they'd spent $60,000 on rent, and home prices on the new builds actually went up another 3%. That's not saving money, that's just delaying ownership. Myth number 3, you need 20% down payment in order to buy a home. False. This one drives me crazy. Somewhere along the line, people started thinking that you need 20% down in order to buy a home. Nope.
Liar!
There are programs right now where you can buy with 3% or 5% down, and some first-time buyer programs even cover your closing costs showing up to close with the 0. Here in Texas, we've got local options like the
Today, Junior?
TSAHC and Home Ready Loans. They exist to help normal families get into homes faster. If you're waiting until you have 20% saved, you might end up watching home prices climb while your savings struggle to keep up. Myth number 4, all the good neighborhoods are gone. Every week I hear it. People say,
Tucker, all the good areas, they're already taken. Everything's filled up.
nope,
No!
they're just changing. The growth is shifting outward to places like Hutto, Kyle, Elgin, Windsor Park. These are the neighborhoods with solid schools, new amenities, and room to grow. In fact, some of my clients who bought in Hutto 18 months ago are already sitting on $30,000 in equity. For example, I had a family who thought they'd never find something good under $400,000. We found them a place in Leander with low taxes, great community, and a park down the street. 2 years later, they text me saying, best decision we ever made, we love Leander. So no, the good neighborhoods aren't gone, they've just moved slightly off the map. If you're a seller, this one might sting. Myth number 5, it's impossible to sell right now. False.
No!
It's harder, yes, but it's not impossible. Homes are taking longer to sell because buyers have a ton of options out there. That means pricing, presentation, and marketing matter more than ever. The homes that are still selling fast, the ones priced right and showcased well. I sold one just last month in 5 days with multiple offers, where other homes in the neighborhood were sitting for over 135 days. Why? Well, we prepped it, we priced it strategically, and we made it pop online. It's kind of like dating apps. If your listing photos are bad and your price screams desperation, don't be shocked when nobody swipes right. Myth number 6, out-of-state buyers ruined Austin.
Fact.
This one's a little bit more emotional. People saying the out-of-state buyers ruined Austin.
Fact.
So yes, there was a wave of relocation during the pandemic. But let's be honest, that's not the whole story. Austin's growth has been steady for about 20 years. This is due to tech expansion, job growth, quality of life. That's what drives demand in any market. Relocators didn't ruin Austin, they just accelerated a trend that was already happening. And now that that frenzy's over, locals actually have a little bit of breathing room again. The opportunity is balance. Right now, we're in a window where locals and new arrivals can find good value before the next big wave hits. Myth number 7, waiting for rents to drop is the smart move. This is the myth that's quietly costing people the most money. Here's the thing, when rates drop, competition spikes. If rates fall to 5.5%, every buyer who's been waiting is going to jump in and prices are going to start climbing again. So let's say you wait and save $200 a month on interest, but you end up paying $40,000 more for the home. Did you actually really save any money?
No!
Because buyers who act now can still negotiate. They can get seller credits and they can get rate buydowns. When everyone floods back in, those deals are gonna disappear. Waiting for rates to drop is like waiting for summer in Texas to cool off. It might happen after 11 months of conditions that make you question your existence, or it might not happen at all. You'll be sweating either way. Last year, I worked with a couple who said, we're just gonna wait. They watched the market for 9 months, and by the time they came back, the same model was $25,000 higher, and the builder had cut their incentives. They told me, we thought we were just being cautious, we thought you as a realtor were just trying to sell us. Turns out, we were just being cheap. That's why I make videos like this, which gives you the truth, not the fear. Let's recap the 7 biggest myths about Austin's market. 1, it's not crashing, it's stabilizing.
Fact.
2, renting isn't cheaper, it's temporary.
Fact.
Number 3, you don't need 20% down.
Fact.
Number 4, the good neighborhoods still exist.
Fact.
Number 5, homes are selling if marketed right.
Fact.
Number 6, out-of-state buyers didn't ruin Austin.
False.
And number 7, waiting for rates, that's a gamble, not a plan. And if you made it this far, you're already smarter than most people reading Austin's housing headlines. If you're planning to buy, sell, invest, or relocate here to Austin, I talk with people just like you every single week who are ready to make a move and want a real plan that makes sense for their goals. Call or text me at 512-865-5933 or use one of the links below to connect. And if this video helped clear up the noise, give it a like, hit subscribe, and drop a comment. Tell me which myth you believed before watching. Thanks for hanging out, and remember, the Austin market runs on data, not drama.